Hi everyone, today we are gonna be ranking every single upgraded unit from Restoration of Erathia, Heroes of Might and Magics 3. So let's get straight into it. Also, I don't know, like, is this from of the Abyss or something? Because there were like different mods or as well, but I deleted them. Um, So we're gonna say that this is the fire element. So first of all, we have the upgraded Maggies. Um, so they are really good. They're ranged, but really and I'm gonna be basing this off on damage, special abilities, and how hard to obtain, and overall stats. So like his overall stats are pretty good. So I put him like A or S. But just because of the reason to upgrade them, you need a, a library, as well as to even get him, you need like Mage Guild. Well, you're gonna probably get that anyway, but I'm gonna buy him B tier because I think we can get something better. Next up, we got Dwarves. Now, unless you got a lot of them, they're not really that good. Like they walk really slowly, but they do alright damage. I'm gonna buy them at C tier. Now Centauris, on the other hand, they do have quite some range, but also the same thing as with dwarves. So I'm gonna buy them at D tier because you can probably get more dwarves like damage and etc. faster than these guys. Next up, we got the Hellhounds. Now I don't really play as Inferno, but like Hellhounds, I mean they're alright. They're not that hard to obtain, but why I never basically use them because they're one of the only ones, only like characters from Inferno that you do not need to use to get archdevils and devils. So, but they're not really that hard to obtain, so I'm gonna put them in B tier, definitely under the Maggies. Maybe I will raise the Maggies to A tier. Now, okay, overall, this guy is at least A tier. Like, bro has really good stats, really good damage, and yeah. So basically, also he can walk really far, kind of far. So I'm putting him at A tier for now. Now, Swordsman, I think is a solid B tier. They don't walk that far. You don't need that much for them. But actually, you need like these guys could be S tier, but you need like stables to even get them and tons of wood. So far, I think swordsmen are gonna be uh, below Magis because Magis have the special ability of range. Now, oh, Cyclop Kings. Might as well I will put him at S tier. But now the only problem with them is that why they are gonna be A tier is yes, they're ranged. They're the second strongest in like barbarians or whatever you wanna call it. But the amount you need every single unit except of these guys like the behemoths or whatever you wanna call them, behemoths. I don't know how to say it exactly, but you need everything, and you need like 20 gems and like I think 30 ores. No, I mean crystals, 20 crystals. So yeah, they're gonna be 8 tier, definitely above the horse dudes. Now Groots. Oh, that's how I like to call them. Dendroid guards, probably B tier. They're slow, they do quite a lot of damage, and they have the special ability of stunning people in place. So they're pretty good. Now we got B tier as well. Definitely higher than Hellhounds, but probably does not beat these guys. So basically, they have super ultra far range and a lot of damage, and they're not that hard to get. So probably even higher, possibly even higher. But actually, I will keep them higher because they're stronger. Now, Dread Knights. or probably like, actually I'll put him above Cavaliers. Or they do not, I don't think they do that much damage and stuff. But they have a special ability, which is one critical hit, and the second one is like a curse spell or something. But they're not even that hard to get. So that's why I'm putting them above. So now we got the Manticores, the weird lion and scorpion things who can fly. So I don't even use dungeon that much, but from what I know, they're pretty darn good. I'm about them at the bottom of the A tier because I don't know exactly what they do. Now, if Reeds probably go higher than these guys, higher than the Horse Riders, and higher than the Dread Knights. Possibly, you can argue it higher than Cyclops, or even into S tier, because it's way easier to get than Cyclops, and each time, basically almost every time, when you hit an Efreet, you get like fire shield blasted and possibly even attacked after that, which is really good. As also Pro has so much range that I'm like he can go really far, so I will possibly even put him above the Cyclops games actually. Now next up we got these guys. I'm gonna put them up not above the Maggies, but in B tier. Now, they apparently don't have melee penalty, but I think they do. Like, they can't shoot, like, a lot of them says they don't, but basically they do quite a lot of damage, but not enough, but not that much. They're quite easy to obtain, but they're ranged, so yeah. Next up we got Familiars. I think I got the bottom at like D tier below even these guys. Because they don't have a lot of range. And yeah, that's basically the only thing they're missing. A lot of range. Or you could possibly put it above the Gantowers. I don't really even know the difference. Oh, and Gnolls are even going not above the Familiars. Because they're just not that, like, they're really strong. Because Swampland, whatever you want to call it, is darn strong. But, like, these guys, the first guys, they don't have that much range. And they're not that good overall. So now, Lizardmen upgraded will probably have to go at the bottom of the B tier or at the start of the C tier. I'll play bottom of the B tier for now. Now, Elves, definitely above these guys. But you could argue them above the Maggies because it's way easier to get them. So actually I'm gonna do that. I mean, as well as their special ability to shoot twice, which is really OP. Like, you can literally just grind a few weeks, get like at least 50 of them, and you can literally destroy. Next up, basilisks. I don't know how you say them, but they're definitely A tier at least. Like, okay, I'll put them at the bottom of the A tier. Cause they can like make people into stone when they're upgraded, and basically stun them and not give them a move for a while. As well as they do a lot of damage and have a lot of uh, like defense, yeah, and HP. Pickerman. Next up, I think I'm gonna actually even put Pickerman above Familiars, but not above Centaurs. Because I don't think they can go that far. Now we got Harpies. I'm gonna actually... Harpies aren't that bad. The fact that they can hit and sometimes just run away is really good. Now, still, they're not that great. They're definitely better than the Dwarves, but yeah. Goblins, I think, are better than Gnolls, but worse than Familiars. And now we got Horned Demons. Definitely, I'd say possibly even above these guys. But I'm gonna put them here for now. Now, okay, these guys actually got a good thing. They're immune to blinding spells. So yeah, I'm putting him there. Oh hell yeah. Um, Definitely got to go at least in B tier. Possibly even putting them in the A tier, but because they can't walk that much, that's why I'm not putting them there. Otherwise, I will, cause literally these guys can just have so much defense. They can tank so much if you have like at least some of them. Like if you have at least 20 of them, I think then you can tank a lot of hits. Next up, we have these guys. Uh, they're probably, possibly actually better than the Lizard Man, but the only debuff is when you're like one of your units is near the guy you wanna shoot, the enemy you wanna shoot, enemy troop, then it will damage them as well, because it has like a splash attack. But it's really good if there's like other what are like if there are enemies, other enemy troops there. Next up, archers. Probably at least got to go above Lizardman. Well, also bottom above in Gonks, as well as these guys. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, this is better. And possibly won't even do this, but I'm not gonna. Because they can shoot twice, just like the Grand Elves, but they're not that strong. So, now Genies, 8 tier, at least. I'm putting him above the basilisks because the fact that they can fly far, not that hard to get, and do a lot of damage and tank quite some hits is really good. So I'll even put him above these guys actually. Like I know they're not even the second strongest in snow, but that's just my opinion. Now, okay, these guys, I'm even putting them above harpies. I do not care what you guys say, because these guys upgraded, they can throw. They can literally throw their thing, their like metal ball, their metal, I don't know, whatever that is. They can throw when they're upgraded. They're definitely the best star unit if you get them upgraded. Medusas, they're really good. They have range, and if someone gets close, he can like make him into stone and then like just freeze him there. Now, are they better than the Grand Elves? I honestly think that they are not. I'm not even gapping at this point. Like, I think they're better than the Magis, but not the Grand Elves. Like, they're actually goated. Now we got Gargoyles. I personally, how much I know how strong they are, I'm putting them at least above these Lions. Not gonna lie, like. Okay, possibly these lines are actually coded, so um, maybe tell me if you know. Cause okay, I kind of want to lift them up, but they don't probably beat genies, these guys, but they do beat at least I think so far lions. I don't even use them, so correct me if they're really strong in the comments. Next up, we have Minotaurs. They're like B tier. Somewhere in B tier. Like, I, I, I'm gonna put them here. Yeah, that's like a great place. The first max unit, S tier. Now, I know they're not that strong overall, but still S tier. Naga Queens. You can literally, for me, these guys are better than Efreets. Possibly even. And I could argue them for being S tier. I can actually argue with you for them to be S tier. And now, actually, what I think, my opinion, is that the second guys from Snow are weaker than the first guys. Because the first guys can throw, and a lot of times these guys just, gargoyles just or whatever they're called actually, just keep dying. So next up, definitely above everyone else, the Golden Dragon. No needing to really explain that. Ogres, now, they can't go that far, but they do quite a lot of damage. Although, yeah, they're like... these guys are not that good. They're definitely... Actually, you know what? Yeah, this is probably... Possibly even this way, I don't even exactly know. Now, these guys have a cool spell, or like the thing that they can do. I have like not that much experience with them, but I know that when someone of your like crew dies, you can turn them into horned demons. So that's good when they're upgraded. I'm gonna put them above basilisks, but I honestly, I kinda actually no, I'm not gonna, because I kinda like basilisks more. So next up, leeches. They're easy 80 for sure. Now, are they better than genies? No, no, no. Possibly, you can argue probably being better than basilisks, but I'm not gonna put them there. So now we got royal griffins. They're definitely like, I mean, it's hard to beat a ranged unit, but they do have a lot of like AO, like range itself. So I'm gonna put them above the archers and keep them. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna keep them above the ogres. Now, Pegasus, they always keep dying, but I still think they're quite good. Oh wait, something's wrong here. Yeah, this is better. Okay, this the third strongest we have seen, or like final we have seen so far. Definitely as well in the S tier, and I think even above the bone dragons. Okay, it's just my opinion. Although the ghost dragons, I mean, can fly real far, quite far, as well as these guys. Of course, they're better. But this guy can tank a lot of hits. And I've learned over time that they are not the worst down. I thought always they were the worst down. Now, skeletons, they're like kinda mean. Unless you have necromancy, like the spell or whatever. Advanced, if you have expert necromancy, they can be really useful. But I'm gonna put them above goblins, but yeah. So now we got thunderbirds. They're like... Probably, because they have range, probably gonna be like B tier. Not above the Magis, I will say. Archangels going at the top. Now, in my opinion, possibly, Golden Dragons could beat them, possibly. But that's just possibly. Now, Archdevils are actually weaker than Gold Dragons. I've learned that. Giants. Okay, now definitely they're, in my opinion, like the second strongest. But now, do they beat Archangels, really? Realistically? I mean, they can't draw when they're upgraded. Call me crazy, but I'm gonna do this. Although Archangels have a lot of, like, movement. But in my opinion, that's just my opinion and what I have witnessed with them. So next up, vampires. They're not that crazy. Probably bottom like here. Actually here. Black dragons. Now apparently they're stronger than golden dragons. That's kind of a myth. In a way. Because I don't actually know who was stronger. And now we got unicorns. Unicorns, top of the A tier. They're not as good as Nagaguns. Or they don't, I don't think they have that many extra spells. Like, they have quite a lot of movement speed. But just because of my experience with them, good. Now, before, if I would have never, like, started necessarily doing videos of Heroes of Might and Magics 3, I will put Chaos Hydras on top. But now that I played it, it's probably above Bone Dragons, definitely. As well as, I think, Behemoths. But I think that's as far as they can go. Like, no choke. I think that is as far as they can go. As they can attack all the way around them. But now that I've just realized how the game works more and that they're not that OP compared to stuff like Archangels, like Titans. Yeah. So now another one actually coming to C tier, like there. Wraiths. I'm gonna have to button like they have the revival skill. I'm gonna button like here. Ooh, this is kind of a tough one. I'm not gonna lie, A tier release, not above genies, and I kind of think that these guys are better, even in a way. Almost think they're better, but they're actually probably not. So possibly this guy could even be like there. I don't exactly even know. Because I don't even use these guys enough though. So yeah. I think I'm actually gonna raise these guys up to show them some mercy. Oh, definitely at the top of A tier. Now actually, you know what? S tier. They are so good. They can draw, like, they have far range. And they're the third strongest in Gastel. Erathia, which is arguably the strongest town in Heroes of Might and Magic 3. So yeah. Now zombies, it's C tier because they can move that far. They can probably move, actually not even that far. They do a lot of damage if you get a lot of them though. Fire elements. Now about the elements, I don't really even know that much. I feed them a little bit. So, but like they like fire element was could go quite far. Uh, did quite a lot of damage, but I haven't fed him in a long time. So, A tier, as well as Earth, they were probably the worst out of elements. Now air, like probably not above fire. Now water, I think is like here. And now we got two more, which I don't really use as well. Like, probably, realistically, they're just a stronger version of Iron Golems. So I'm gonna buy them in A tier. Like, these guys are like Iron Golems as well. But these guys are actually really tanky. I've tried it, so... in like a map. Now, these guys then have to go to S tier. Now, I will probably do in that. But not with Nagas. Okay, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Actually, no. I don't like that. Yes, and this is the complete tier list of Heroes of Might and Magic's free Restoration of Erathia upgraded units made by me. This is just my opinion, so if you have your own opinions, then yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.